Hey everyone, in today's video we're going to be talking about the Panasonic Leica Summilux 12mm f1.4, and I'm also going to be giving you some practical examples of what it looks like in the field. First, if you're new to this channel, my name is Nigel and I make filmmaking related content here on YouTube. So if you're into that kind of stuff, it'd be really cool if you subscribed and even hit that notification bell so you can be notified for when I upload new videos. But yeah, let's get into talking about this Panasonic 12mm f1.4. And the first thing that I'm going to discuss, which is kind of like what everyone's probably thinking, is this is a really expensive lens. And if you looked into this lens at all, you'll know that it is not cheap. Brand new right now on B&H, it's like $12.97, so $1,300 for a lens. That's a pretty hefty price tag. If you are a bargain hunter like I am, you can find it for around $850 to $1,000 if you look at like KEH, which is a vintage and used lens website, or even eBay. Sometimes used on Amazon, it can be found cheap. But yeah, this is a really expensive lens, and you're actually seeing me on it right now. I have it at f1.4 and it's on my GH3, so this is kind of another practical example of what it's going to look in like a YouTube filming situation. So yeah, it's definitely not one that I would recommend if you're on a budget, obviously, or really if you're like looking into your first wide angle lens. I don't think this is going to be like one that I would recommend if you're just, you know, trying to get your first wide angle. If you want to know more about like cheaper lenses for the Micro Four Thirds system, you can go check out this video. I put a video up a while ago about some of my favorite lenses for the Micro Four Thirds system. But yeah, this 12mm was always kind of like the holy grail of lenses because I always wanted a wide angle lens with a really fast aperture, and this was the only lens in the Micro Four Thirds system that offers a 12mm focal length with an f1.4 and having autofocus, which is one thing that I actually find a lot of value in, because when I'm filming YouTube videos like this, having manual focus is kind of annoying because I'm never 100% sure if I'm in focus. So having a lens with autofocus capabilities is actually really nice, just because I can just, you know, reach out, half press to focus, and then focus myself. So yeah, this is really the only lens of its kind. The only lens that even comes close as far as like autofocus Micro Four Thirds lenses is the Olympus 12mm, but a lot of people tell me that they just don't like the performance and that it's like soft at f2. So yeah, this lens is really the only lens that has the specs that it does. Panasonic has a few lenses with the Leica branding on it, and all those lenses tend to be pretty expensive. So this one is obviously no exception, and at $1,300, it's kind of hard to justify for a lot of people. But let's get into some of the features about this and why I decided to go for it. Like I said, I really wanted a wide angle lens with a really fast aperture, and I'm shooting at f1.4 right now, and you can see that there's some nice bokeh going on, and I have some pretty good separation between me and the background, which I really wanted to film these type of YouTube videos. And then as far as like image quality goes, it's actually like, it's a really sharp lens. Like I said, I am shooting at f1.4, and I haven't done like super scientific sharpness tests with this lens, but I will tell you that it's not 100% sharp at f1.4. It's pretty sharp in the middle, but when you go to the edges, it is a little soft. But honestly, like most people, I don't care about softness in the edges very much. As long as it's, you know, sharp in the middle, it's, you know, it's totally fine with me. I think it gets the best at like f2.8, but I don't really want to use it at f2.8. I got this super fast and super expensive lens because I wanted to use it at f1.4. So yeah, it is a really sharp lens, and it's probably one of the sharpest lenses that I've owned. I think it makes the footage from my 2012 GH3 look really good. And that's just something that I've always kind of encouraged people to do is, you know, you don't have to spend a bunch of money on your camera, but it's definitely pays off to spend as much money as you can on your lens. So yeah, the main reason that I got this lens was to make YouTube videos like this, but also to do, you know, landscape shots and exteriors, and I actually even shot a interview with this lens, which I don't normally do, but in this scenario I wanted to try to capture the environment that the person that I was interviewing was in, and he was in a skate park, and so I used this lens to interview him because I wanted the viewers to see that he was in a skate park. So when you have a wide angle lens, you don't always have to use it for typical wide angle lens stuff, but filming these YouTube videos is like the main reason that I purchased this lens. So another reason that I got this lens is, even though I'm not a vlogger, I know that like if I ever did want to start vlogging, this lens could probably do the trick. And so, you know, 24mm isn't super wide, there's no distortion on the edges, you know, but I can hold this out at arm's length and I would get, you know, basically this kind of a shot. And again, at f1.4, that gives a pretty cool shot, having a 24mm, you know, focal length with an f1.4 to blow out the background. I think that's pretty cool. As some of you know, I did use the Sigma 18-35 in Metabone Speed Booster, and that gave me a pretty similar result to this. And I think with the Sigma at 18mm with the 0.71 Metabone Speed Booster, I think it worked out to about 25mm equivalent focal length. The thing with the Sigma and the Metabones combo is that it was just so big and so bulky, and since I had the Nikon version, there was no electronic connection, so I couldn't do autofocus even if I wanted to. So I had to like do manual focus and use a monitor and all that kind of stuff, and it was just kind of a hassle. But with this, it's a lot smaller, it's a lot lighter, it's more compact, it's easier to take with me, and I can just, you know, half press to focus, and it's just super easy to see myself on the camera's LCD screen. I don't need an external monitor or anything like that. So yeah, this lens just does what I needed it to do, and it's just a lot more convenient for me to film with. So that's the reason I got it, and I would say that if this lens comes down in price, maybe in like the $700 or $600 range, I would definitely say that it's totally worth it. It's an amazing lens with amazing sharpness and detail. Yeah, that was my quick review of this lens. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, it'd be rad if you hit the like button, and again, be sure to subscribe to my channel if you want to see more of my content. You can click over here if you want to see some more of my videos, but until next time, I'll see you all later. Bye.